headed over to Illinois, and I'm on the Ohio River in Kentucky. Getting ready to board a ferry when it gets back over here. How's everybody doing today? The subject of the conversation this morning will be, what kind of waffle items would you like to be able to receive as the top prize in each, I'm going to call it a drawing, each drawing. So the way I do waffles and syrup is a little different from your gambling idea. Everybody gets something. Everybody pays for something close to, hey Stan, how you doing? Everybody pays for something that's going to be relatively close to the baseline of items. So you pay for you want quarters. What kind of quarters, Bethland? You want silver quarters? You want statehood quarters? You want national park quarters? I can probably get Canadian quarters. All kinds of quarters. Is quarters what you like to collect more than anything else? Heraldic eagle quarters. So you're looking for quarters from the 1700s, the early 1800s. I can give that a shot, but it's going to be quite expensive, my dear. What would we do for the other parts of the waffle? You don't like modern quarters. Well, it's probably going to outcost us to a certain extent. 1933 to 1998. Oh, heraldic. Okay, I get it now. You're looking for Washington quarters. The Eagleback Washington quarters. Okay, well, we can handle that. We can do something like that. I try to pick up a decent earlier quarter or two or three. We could do that. What else might we be looking for other than quarters? Here it comes. Ferry coming back across the river. $1930, yeah, 32, of course. 32. 33, they didn't make any quarters. But, yeah, I get it. Where it comes to quarters, the quarters that came out right before those, the 1916 to 1931 quarters, I guess it is, are my favorite. The Standing Liberty quarters. Those are the ones I like the most. So just to let you know, in case you joined after I started the stream, the foreground, you're sitting in Kentucky. And in the background, over there across the river, is Illinois. And we're getting ready to cross into the state of Illinois. It'll be my last jaunt of the trip today. I left Orlando yesterday and drove to the Nashville area and stayed in the Nashville area overnight. Got up this morning and started driving from Nashville, and now I'm north into Kentucky, almost to cross over into Illinois. I'm on a very obscure highway. I wanted to chance riding the ferry, and well, here we go. Let's roll the window down here and get us on our way across the river. I do not know what to expect. I don't know if this costs anything. I've got money out just in case. Don't know if someone like a conductor or something. There we go. Back on. How's my health holding up? I'm doing okay. I'm doing fine. A little bit of drinking I did during my trip to Florida kind of threw my blood sugar out of whack, but I'm doing okay. Here comes the ferry. I always like riding in a boat. Doesn't matter. Doesn't matter what I have to do to ride in the boat. So, is there anything else you can think of that would be good for the 1 out of 10 that somebody gets in the waffle? Of course, I know that there's another 9. Oh, Pay Street Gold. You probably need to turn your volume up. I'm not saying a whole lot, but um, yeah, you probably should turn your volume up a little. I see. I don't know if this is going to help any at all, but there's what I can do for you. A bunch of folks coming over on motorcycles, it looks like. I hope you can hear me a little better now than you could before. Well, yeah, but what for, my copper penny lovers? There's got to be something we can come up with. You can hear me very well. That's what I figured. It's a volume issue on the receiver end. And there's how it happens right there. That's pretty awesome. Double dies, DDOs and DDRs. You think that would be something that would be a good idea for you think double dies would be a good idea for the waffles? Let's see, more likely YouTube messing with because I'm using Brave, which is blocking ads. Okay. Above average earlier wheat cents. Okay, that sounds good. We can go there. All right. They're probably having fun out here today. But it's hot. It's a hot day. Alright, well, let's pull on and see what we get to do here. Front row seat. Turn you guys around so you can see the rest of the boat. All right, here we go. Looks like we've got 1, 2, 3, 4 cars riding with us here. Across the beautiful Ohio River. Here's the other direction. You're basically looking at mostly Illinois. Do I think copper will hit $10? $10 a pound? I don't know, maybe. It's possible. I mean, as the dollar continues to lose value, I can't imagine the metal's doing anything but gaining value against the dollar. All right, here we go. We are a-moving. We are sailing now, yes. What highway am I on? I'm on, well, Kentucky Highway 91 and Illinois Highway 1. We are going backwards. So getting the chains and everything all tightened up or whatnot. This is actually really cool. I keep wanting to steer. I'm not going to do much with steering. Head right over there toward that highway. Oh yeah? Not a whole lot of sound going on here. So we're kind of going too slow for a whole lot of splish splash noises. I can't even remember the name of the place that we're crossing into. It's everybody getting out and walking around. I guess it's about a 5 to 10 minute ride across. Hey, farm dog. You're watching me enter the state of Illinois via the Ohio River. asking with regard to the waffles and syrup. I'm asking people for ideas on things that I should get to be the larger item, the win items. I'm going to be going to a show today in Fairfield, Illinois, and then 2 days, 3 days from now, 2 or 3 days from now, we're going to head up to St. Charles and go to the show in St. Charles, Missouri. Then after that, I'll be headed home. Almost 2 weeks out. It's going to be a fun week. I'm finally in a position where I feel like being out, I feel like traveling, and I'm doing well with it. Having a good old time. Good morning, Kathy. I'm headed in your direction. I'm just about to disembark this ferry in the state of Illinois. I'm collecting my counties. I'm getting one of the lowest population counties in the entire state. It's the one farthest east in Illinois, butting up against the Ohio River. It starts with an H, and I can't remember the name of it right now. Been isolated for so many years. Driving to Walmart is like an adventure. Well, we need to plan a dinner for one of the days that we will be in St. Louis. Downstream is to our left, so you can understand why they're having to push us like we're gonna float away. This is actually really neat. You get a chance to do this very often, you know what I'm saying? Thursday, Friday, or both. That sounds fine with me. You can do any time. I'll be there with Robbie. I can't imagine being the guy operating the deck on this ferry, doing this all day, every day. That has to get rather boring. here we go. Off the ferry into Illinois. Well, that was really what I wanted to show you guys. We're in the little town of Cave-In Rock. There's a state park down the way. And we're headed north on Illinois number 1. Awesome little town. That is the Cave-In Rock Ferry. Yeah, we'll all meet up, that's for sure. I'm trying to get the name of this county. Hardin County, Hardin, Hardin County. That's where we are. I'm headed to Fairfield, to the show in Fairfield. Robbie is set up there. I'll do the show with him this evening, then we'll head to his house and do some coin looking and some beer drinking and get up tomorrow morning and go to the shop. That was pretty awesome. Nice ferry ride, and it was free. I like that. Free is a great price. Thanks, Sean. I appreciate it, brother. Bethland, anytime. Anytime, my lady. We are on our way. I drove through the Amish land in Kentucky on the way here. It was the last few miles of Kentucky. It doesn't look like there's Amish on this side, though. All right, well, you guys be well, and we'll do another live. We'll kick it on some other time. We've been on for 23 minutes. That's long enough for a live. And I will talk to you later. Be well and have fun.